Hey y'all, it's Maxine and I am back with another wig review. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I have done an Outre's Perfect Hairline wig. I'm bringing to you Ariella in a number 1. And she is this like pretty, like wavy, beautiful hair that typically people associate with like warmer weather, but you know what? We can wear whatever we want, whenever we want. So let's like unbox her and see what she's about. Let's just take a look at the inside of the cap. It is your typical cap construction with the 2 combs in the front, right? There is a comb in the back. You have the adjustable straps on the side, right? But then you also have this elastic band to help keep the wig in place. Let's get her on and see what's happening. Ooh, she feels really snug. Ooh, so, you know, we're reminded why it's called the Perfect Hairline. Look at that. That's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. So, again, you know, we'll talk more about it in a minute, but, you know, at first glance, you can see why it would be called the Perfect Hairline. I mean, it really looks good. I mean, you could do some light plucking if you don't want to deal with this roundness, but honestly, I would recommend you don't do that, because with curly units, you mess up the curl pattern and the front gets crazy looking and it's a lot of work to repair it, if at all. So my advice would be to wear it as is. And maybe this is where you do use a couple of like swoops to break up the hairline, but we'll see. We'll see. But you know, she really looks good. I'm excited. Let's go. Okay, I'm back and I have a few things to say about Ariella. So, overall, I mean, she's pretty. I mean, she's very pretty. She's very long. And yeah. So I didn't glue her down. You know, she would do well to like have her to really be melted, right? To really have her edges laid. And then you could get away with a sort of half up, half down style like this, which I think looks really cute. In the front, I just kind of did one of these numbers, right? With like a few of the sparse little hairs, because to me, that looks really natural. I mean, this is starting to slip back a little bit, but to me, like, right? Like that looks really cute. Minus the lifting. So that looks really cute, right? It's cute. I put a little bit of the hair up and here you go. So, you know, you've got a couple of styles that you can do with this. You can certainly put more of the hair up. You can have the 2 little tendrils down the side. I mean, you've got some options. Let's talk about what Outre says about Ariella. So as I said, she comes from the Perfect Hairline, which is like their top line, and typically one of my favorites. This is Ariella. She's a 13 by 6, and so that means that she's 6 inches going this way and 13 inches across this way. Middle part, which I can take this down and so I personally wouldn't do like a perfect part. I would have like a part that was going like all over the place, right? Because with this kind of hair, like one of my good girlfriends, her hair is naturally like this, and she's never had a straight part in her life because that's not the way the hair falls. It falls all over the place like this. And so to me, this is giving natural, but you could certainly create a nice even part in the middle and you know, let it do what it do. I don't know how long Ariella is, but she is long. I'm gonna say, I don't know, let me see if I stand up and show you all. She's like right at my bust line, and if I pull her, she's like below it. So she's probably somewhere in that 26 inch, maybe even 28. I'm not entirely positive. She's heat safe, or heat resistant rather, up to 400 degrees, but don't put any heat on this, y'all. Don't do it. Because she's a curly wig, I don't see why you would need to flatten this down and have it look like that. That looks terrible. That looks like a cartoon character, so please don't do that. No, This is where you let the volume, right? You let it volume. And if you're not into volume, then this is not the unit for you because you don't want to flatten this out, right? Let her live in her like wild glory, right? And then if you want a more controlled hairstyle, you can certainly do that by putting her up, you know, the half up, half down style that I had just a moment ago. You got some options there, okay? It says no plucking required. I'm gonna agree with that because I didn't pluck a thing. And as I said earlier, I wouldn't anyway because that's when you begin to mess up the fibers, but I didn't pluck a thing. Yeah, no, she looks good. She looks good. And I didn't even put anything in the part because I don't have a defined part. So, I mean, I could go in with a bit of my powder and even in the undefined sections, go through and, you know, right here in the front, I could certainly add some powder to make the part pop a little bit more. But I mean, she was looking really good without like anything in it, which doesn't really happen that often. Are you even going to ask me if she's gonna tangle? I mean, ma'am, come on. You know she's gonna tangle. Look at her, right? Does she have to become a total hot mess? No. But that's on you to make that not happen right away, right? So you want to separate the curls with your fingers, right? There's no brush. Never, ever is there a brush, okay? No brush, no comb. Use your fingers and you separate her out. You can use water to snap her back into shape, okay? And you can also use a bit of mousse. The Nairobi mousse is really good. You can use a bit of mousse to snap her back into shape too. She's brand new out the pack, so I don't need to do anything, and I'm not going to disturb these curls. If I were to wear her out, I would certainly lay her down. I would adhere her for sure. That way, you know, I could really, really live in the glory of this hairline because look at that. I mean, really, look at that. It's really, really pretty. It's really pretty and natural looking. So, I mean, that's even a look, right? I feel like you could have a few like really cute styling options for this unit if it's your jam. I think this is the first review where I'm going to say, she's not my jam. I know! And I like hair like this a lot. Like, I love big hair, don't care. I love curly hair, wavy hair. Like, I love hair like this, but I kind of feel like a lion today. Like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like it might be just a little bit too much. I don't know. I know it's too long for me. I mean, all of this is just too much. So I don't know, like if I made her shorter, okay, so if I were to cut her, would that work? But I wouldn't want her to be blunt. I don't know. I think what's gonna happen is that this is going to end up being a gift to someone, right? Either as a giveaway, because this could be one of the giveaways if you're interested, because it's only being worn for the review. And of course, I would sanitize it before shipping it out. So that's one option. Or I could just give it to my goddaughter who would love to play in this, and send someone a different unit. Anyway, I'm thinking about what that giveaway could be. If you think that this should be a giveaway unit, comment down below and tell me, right? And I will start the process of cleaning it and making sure that it's ready to be shipped out to the lucky winner. I'm just excited to do it because I so appreciate you all rocking with me. Okay, so if you are interested in Ariella, if she is your jam, she's retailing for about $40. That's really good. I mean, for a perfect hairline wig, what? That is really good. I mean, look at this hairline, right? I mean, the hairline alone is just perfect. Boop, boop, boop. So yeah, that is it, y'all. I know you could even do a flip over. Like, you've definitely got some options if you decide to get Ariella. So I will leave a link as usual. Okay, so that's it for today. That's it for this review. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.